one, it's 10 p.m. Yeah, no, I have DBD open. So, yeah. I haven't unpacked anything. I literally got home like 20 minutes ago, and I figured I'd be like, sup? Because I want to talk. No. I'll do that later. I need to play ads real quick. Hope that's fine with y'all. I'll do 3 minutes. Okay, maybe I actually play more people than I thought to. My titties poppin'.
Chromified freak has simped for 3 bazillion years.
Going 5, thank you for the resub in now 3 months. I hope you enjoy another, another month of no ads. Did you redeem the code? No, there is a code for 10 million blood points that I have not redeemed because I am waiting till next week. It expires next month, so I am waiting till next week so I can dump it for, cakes. Because I need to get Jason caught up on prestiges for killer. So we're gonna try our best to get every killer prestiged once. I care less for the P100s because I already have BP on them because they're P100. I might get Billy to have a few, but BP is uncapped. I think that's a bug. But we'll be getting a lot of killers to P10. I'll probably get, say, like 50 cakes on my P100s. Wouldn't take too long. And then I'll probably be leveling up, I want to say Arella, but, I'll probably get Quentin to P50. And after that, I don't know. Because supposedly there's new rewards tomorrow. And since survivors all play the same, I don't really care. As long as I'm getting prestiges. So I might just try getting them all to level 51 when the anniversary's out. We'll find out. But otherwise, I hope we're all doing good today. I know ads are currently playing, so I'm kind of waiting for those to end. It was just to stop bots. It's to stop players from instantly maxing out characters when they come out. Only reason. It gives you less to do when you can just, and they're P100 or whatever. I don't know, I'm excited for a lot of stuff this year, personally. I actually really liked that anniversary. Granted, I'm biased because I was there in person, right? But, the fact that after Jason, it's 3 original chapters. Technically 4. Ooh. Ooh. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm so pumped. Ads are over. I'll go ahead and get started on talking. So, let me mute Dead by Daylight. So, for those unaware, when I'm recording this, and by recording, I mean streaming, yesterday on June 14th was the Dead by Daylight anniversary stream. This will probably come out after Jason does. So, in that case, enjoy the Jason footage in the background. And I'm probably gonna have to edit this after work, so I digress. But I was there in person, and I left and got back literally like an hour ago. So I'm excited. It's currently June 15th, so I've had time to dwell on everything. Now, I have their stream pulled up, which is going to be absolute mayhem to go through in terms of figuring out where the reveals are. Of course, there's a few things I can gloss over. Like, the first, like, 10 minutes, it's just them kind of talking about the history. Not really important. So I'm just gonna kind of skip it. Movie announcement. Blumhouse is directing it. That's Blum. I don't really want to stick around the movie news. I don't think most people watching this really care about the movie. Supposedly it's another for the fans type movie, which can be a little bit concerning because it's for the fans by Blumhouse, and they made the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This reveal trailer for the new Survivor was really cool. I knew about him a little bit beforehand. I honestly, I like him. I think it's gonna be cool. Our first, Native American survivor, which is really awesome. Which is part of the reason I don't mind that it's a man, because Rep takes First Notion, and that's another reason why I'm really excited that we only have one licensed chapter this year, because Casting and Frank Stone has a high chance of bringing in any of the Casting and Frank Stone characters, but probably not, because immediately afterwards is a Survivor paragraph, which should be original. Terrifier is probably going to bring a white woman, if I recall those movies correctly, so kind of whatever. But then, the Grimoire is going to be the old lady, Aurora. This live stream, by the way, has a lot of people that I know making noise. You can probably see me in this crowd if you know what I look like, but most people don't, so shh. Before we get into the fun stuff, let's cover, like, the two controversies of this. Ice Nine Kills is getting a cosmetic collection. They are a rock metal band. Like, heavy metal band. I could not understand anything except the words Dead by Daylight in this song. They are, one, copywriting people for showing their shit, which, fuck you, by the way, because people live reacted to the anniversaries. That's not very kind. But also people are saying this video looks heavily AI generated, or at least AI was heavily used, and because nothing really makes sense. Nurse is at the start of it, and she's walking around, which... 2 seconds, dog. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of in the whatever opinion for them adding this. I won't buy the skins because there's nothing for Rella or Huntress, so I don't care. In the nicest way possible is just badly animated. If it's just like bad animation, I'm gonna feel horrible. Because everyone is just assuming it's AI, especially because these guys have used generative AI before in the past. So, not ideal. The other controversial opinion was the very last thing they showed, which I'm gonna let play. Because it's... I just realized the video's not going to have any audio for this part. So, on oh, they don't... So, I guess they... Are they... Oh, there he is. So, on stage... now keep in mind, as I already said, I was at the event, so... I got to meet the actor for this guy. Were you screaming? I'm not a screamer. I was clapping, though. I'm not really a huge fan of Terrifier coming to the game. I'm kind of just like whatever on it. I don't really care. I'm not for or against it. But I will say this actor, absolutely fucking phenomenal. There is something about seeing this man play art in person that's really fucking good. And he hanged on the side for a little bit. Like, he throws the glasses into the crowd there, which is why there's noise. Just for those that watched it, that's why the crowd's cheering, because he threw the glasses and someone took them home. I don't know who, but phenomenal job. He hanged around in character for a little bit after the show, and people went up and said hi. I think he signed a few things, if I recall, but I could be wrong on that. I know he took photos at the very least, but super chill guy. Only reason I was kind of excited when that showed up because I'm like, just a talented actor. A lot of the other reveals, let's talk about those. They showed off Chorus of Sin a little bit. They talked about it. Sick art for it. I'm very excited for this to come out in August. We already know about the Grimoire, so there's not much to talk about there. Casting of Frank Stone. Oh my god, I'm so happy that this is getting a full chapter slot later this year, or later in this Dead by Daylight year, of course, in 2027. I'm super excited. My assumption is that if it doesn't come with a survivor, it will come with legendaries of all the survivors from the game, or at least the characters. If it does come with a survivor, same thing. That character is just going to have all the legendaries, which is pretty cool. Super excited for him to come to the game. I have no idea what the fuck the power is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be extremely exciting. It also means that if I get into the playtest anytime during the next year, it's going to be really easy to figure out which power I'm playtesting. The new map, which is based on a mall, looks absolutely fantastic. I'm actually very excited. I'm sure there's someone who's posted better pictures of these than Behavior themselves, right? Right? Yeah, David did. Yeah. This map looks absolutely fantastic. It's said to be an indoor map, but more vertical than ever before, so I think Terradius builds are going to go really, really hard on it. But it's related to Dwight, and it's very Backrooms, SCP, Control-esque, so I am excited to play on it. But it is going to be... They said it's an indoor map, but they built it like an outdoor map, so that gives me some vain hope. And it comes out later this year in December, so it's going to be... That will be in the last update of the year, is the new map, which is pretty cool. Closer look at the new Survivor for the trailer. Really cool. Very happy he's at the game. I knew he was coming like 2 months ago, so less surprising for me, but still pretty cool. Let's see. Did I skip something? That's the movie. That's the stream starting. Casting Frank Stone again. The event, they had like a trailer play for this. Pretty cool. I don't know who this is. I know that's Trapper. I don't know who these three are for, but I remember they showed off some of the skins. Yeah, you got Legion, Doctor, Trapper, and then Dwight, Casey, and Claudette. Yeah, these are cool. I don't know, they describe the event as like killers poisoning food and survivors making the food, which sounds pretty interesting and fun, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm more excited for the Tori skin. At least I think that's Tori. And then the Wraith skin is phenomenal. This is called the Sunflesh collection. I'm super excited for this one to get out, because that is amazing. This one is the fan-made skins for Fong as well as Knight. I was near Pixie. Oh my god, when they showed this. Very loud. Very, very, very loud. To an untold degree. If you rewatch the live stream, I'm sure you can hear her. Very loud. This was one of 2 times I made noise besides in casual conversation to the people near me about what was happening. Because they said Huntress, I went, yes! And then they showed the skin, I went, ugly! Immediately back to back. It made people around me laugh, but I I will be buying this because it's a Huntress skin. I don't think it looks that good, plus it turns her into a man, so... But Huntress, must spend money. I gotta keep my streak going. Oh my god, they did copyright the Ice 9 Kills song. That's funny. Ice 9 Kills is... Yeah, there's a Tony Hawk thing. I don't know what this is. This is gonna be revealed next week on June 20... Or, yeah, on June 26th. So not this Friday, but next Friday. I don't know what this is about. They just mentioned it. I'll be honest. I don't really care. I'm not gonna buy a single skin from this collection. Not even because of the AI thing. I just don't care. I don't like Ice 9 Kills. I'm not into metal. So it's just kind of... eh. Like, Iron Maiden has some good songs. Like, Trooper is really cool. So I don't mind it. And then everything else after this point for skins is all licensed collaborations. Walking Dead is getting Glenn as well as Negan. They didn't show the Negan skin, but Glenn's coming. People are really happy about that. I'm really excited for the Silent Hill one. I need you to know, when they mentioned Silent Hill, everyone went Silent Hill F, Silent Hill F, Silent Hill F, because that's like the last one that everyone really, really liked. And then this skin people have wanted since Pyramid Head came out. I know a few people are disappointed it's not for Nurse, but Spirit, in my opinion, makes more sense. So, huge W there. I will probably buy both of these, even though I don't play Spirit. This is also going to be Spirit's, like, 5th set cosmetic, so... but I digress. Diablo collab with a skin for Artist. I'm not going to lie. This skin... I'm sure in-game is going to be beautiful. I'm really hoping it's going to have its own unique Mori, because it's going to be so awesome to look at. This is also Artis's. Dead by Daylight knows is playing in the video now because I'm looking. And I'm going to count in real time as I show everybody. This is also the Artis's, like, 5th set cosmetic. This is the only set cosmetic that isn't a licensed one. Because she got Bullet Brothers, Miss Fucci, and the Witcher Lesson. So does she really need one a 5th set, and 4th, a licensed cosmetic? It's kind of overdoing it, in my opinion, but it's still gonna look cool, and I'm sure if it has a unique Mori, it'll be fine. Thank you for the 48 months resub, Cake. I appreciate it. And then finally, the long-awaited Scooby-Doo collection got announced. This is a skin for Dwight. I want to make that clear. At first, I thought it was Vittorio. I'm really excited for this to come out. I think the other skins might just be cosplays, but I'm kind of hoping it's like actual legendaries. Obviously, they can't do Scooby because that's a dog. However, I think it being Survivor only is really disappointing. I really think they could have included a few killers, but I think that probably was part of the license, and even just the blood on this outfit is probably, like, pushing it a little bit for Scooby-Doo. They announced a collab with a makeup company. They didn't show any skins. I don't know what God Mode is, but neat. They announced a few indie games, which I want everyone to know the indie game thing is really funny. The card game with the doll was already out, so that's neat. There was 4, right? There was 4 of them. I'm trying to remember the other 3. They're calling them misbehaviors because people get really annoyed when they're watching a Dead by Daylight stream and then it's not Dead by Daylight, which, you know, fair enough. I think that's fair. I don't remember one of the games. That's fine. The other 2, one is made by Rocket Music, who are a little bit pro AI. Not great. I've listened to their music before though, and it's pretty good. So I feel bad saying that they're a little bit pro AI, which is kind of bad. So if you don't want to support AI, don't buy their game. And then the other game, which is like a lizard game, is made by JT Music. And if you don't know who that is, you haven't listened to any fan-made songs ever, because he's the guy who made Join Us for a Bite for FNAF, which is his most popular one. And I unironically like the stuff he makes. So I'm actually really excited for that because their game was announced like in January. So the fact that Behavior is publishing it means that we might get a second Dead by Daylight song from him, and that's exciting for me and no one else. I'm gonna skip one thing and we're gonna go straight to something else. Because there are two things I'm more excited for than the game modes. There are two game modes. One is a 1v1 game mode, and one is a zombie game mode. I'm gonna give some hints. There is a third game mode in the works that they did not show off today. I'm just gonna let people know that. I am excited for that third game mode that they did not show off. The zombie one is early prototype where you infect people as zombies and whatever, which is, you know, neat. I think it's cute. I probably won't play it. I will say, during this stream, whenever they mentioned lore, they panned to Pixelbush, and for this section, they zoomed in on Horser's face, which is very funny to me because, wow. The devs know. I'm really excited for this one, which is a 1v1 mode, which I knew has been in the works. I'm really excited for it. I think they should allow add-ons, but I get why they're not going to. But the 1v1 mode is going to be absolutely fire. And part of that reason is because this is going to be a more competitive mode, right? Which, why that's important is because the next thing that I skipped over is the Dead by Daylight recode. And a lot of people need to know that this is a recode. They cannot do this update without recoding the entire game, which is why they have a different team entirely dependent on it. And you're thinking, looking at it, oh, it's just a graphical update. It looks really, really good, but it's just a graphical update. No. It is...
Again, I don't care what the blue-haired bitch gotta say.
Okay. It is one releasing in 2027. It's gonna be next anniversary. But, they are redoing every animation, lighting, maps, hitboxes are going to change because of this, so you have to relearn everything. But more importantly, they're adding dynamic weather, which they said has a high chance of changing. Let me see if I can find it in the stream itself so I can... Yeah. So this is what I find fascinating. So they say that they are adding dynamic lighting. The new animation is going to look so nice, especially for healing. It's going to take some getting used to, but I'm excited for it. God, this was so cool. So they're re-texturalizing the entire map. I think they finally gave up on having a unique style that looked awful and are just going to go for hyper realism. So 07 Switch players. But what's really exciting about this is that they're adding moving grass with dynamic weather. And they already said that that dynamic weather is going to affect perks and chase and stealth and things like that, which I find fascinating. Now, is that going to be a good thing? Maybe not. Maybe not. I know competitively, that will be annoying. Because that's going to add a lot more RNG to matches than before if you can't set the weather. Oh, they muted... Okay, you guys need to understand how loud that room was when it did this. The noise in the room when it swaps to this was actually insane. But they're changing. This changes hitboxes, tiles, even if they're the same type of tile, are going to probably have a different hitbox and play kind of differently. So this is a meta shakeup. It is a game shakeup. Like, this is Dead by Daylight 2. Everyone was hoping Amori would get shown, but this is Dead by Daylight 2. And I'm super excited to see where the perk design goes, where the gameplay design goes, everything. This will probably, when this comes out, will result in Switch 1, Xbox One, and PS4 getting drop support. I'm going to call it now that that's going to happen, but I think they're going to let you own the games on other consoles by just linking it, and then having like an eternal version on those older consoles to play, if you want to play like customs or with buddies or even on the live servers. But you will have to upgrade at some point. If they try fixing this on the Switch, that's concerning. But this is a recode. They cannot do dynamic weather without recoding the entire game. And we know that because they said they have a separate team working on this, and it's not just going to be an update. It is a year out, and they're going to let us, as a community, when they're talking about it, say what we don't like and do like so they can change it on the way there. Part of the reason I don't mind this is because of the 1v1 mode. Due to the 1v1 mode, and another mode that they're working on that I can't say, there is going to be still a competitive area in the face that is more focused on just being good at the game. And this is going to cater more to the casuals who just want a horror experience to play with buddies on Friday nights. I really, really enjoy this. I want to give it a chance. I've seen a lot of people be mixed on it online. And I really, really hope people are going to give it a chance when it comes out, because this could be so cool. So cool. Last thing I want to say, because I think that was the last. Yeah, they have one more thing. I'll use this thing that they showed. So they are adding modding to the game, which there is already a Dead by Daylight mod scene. The important thing about the mod scene is that to add modding to a game, you have to add tools for creative people to use. This is going to make content so much easier to make. The only reason I know how to use Blender is because I wanted to make animations for informational videos, realized that it's way too hard to set up maps, not even the animating the characters. It is to set up a map. There is no map you can just download and plug into Blender. You have to build it yourself from scratch, which is the only reason I haven't done that. So this basically means that I can probably just drop in a map, get a free cam, set it up, or at least have a much easier time setting up like a map in game to have a free cam, set up bots to path in certain ways, and just actually showcase things. And it's going to be so big for content. And outside of content, it's going to make the game live forever, because Team Fortress 2 hasn't had an update in like 15 years, and it's still getting thousands of players every single day. It's still like top 20 games on Steam because the community love for that game is so big that they keep making that they have such a long modded server list that you can just hop in and play. So this is huge for content. It's huge for players. I already saw Scott John say that he wants to make like CS:GO surfing, but for Billy with the chainsaw, which I find really fascinating. I wonder how that's going to turn out. And I know Nat, otherwise known as Scooty Booty, for those that don't know, already said that she wants to add her killer designs into the game. Like, this will let you make killers, supposedly, that you think will be, like, good designs. And then if Behavior really likes it, they could add it officially as, like, a character that you can play. So this is probably the biggest announcement, but won't get as much hype as the license deals because the casual person does not care right now. Granted, this is also it's probably gonna be like it's probably gonna release after Dynamic Weather, if I had to guess. Yeah, I think that's it. Here's the roadmap. It's cool. I'm really excited. I also need to stream more Dead by Daylight because one, I need to finish the Darkest Dungeon Rift. So we're gonna get more Dead by Daylight and Deadlock streams. Hi Tobias. I think that's gonna be the end of the video. Hi Deathly. When people are shitting on them for using AI. Yeah, I'm not sure if Behavior knew. Or they did know and just couldn't do anything about it because it's Ice9 Kills video and they technically made it. So I don't know if they could have done anything, but it is kind of disappointing. But that's... yeah, I don't know. Hi, Andy. Why did horse hit the pog? Oh, we have some gifts, bro. We have some gifts. I am going to put them... can I just drag them out into this and show them? I sure can. So we have some gifts of our group. Where's the third one? Where's the third one? I swear there was a Pixel Bush one. Nah. There was a Pixel Bush one that got made, I swear to God. Oh, whatever. You have this one of horse. This was during the zombie mode. Me? And then this is of Nat. I don't even remember what this was for, but it's so funny. Other things that happened. Hold on, let me pull up Nat's Twitter. Nat has an insane picture of fucking Horsewear. It went to, so this is Horsewear during the movie. For the fans. Pure fucking dread. It was awesome. Anyway. You're already back in the building? Yeah, I got back at like 9. My phone died. I was able to tip the Uber driver and that's about it. But hi. Where I yelled that you'd kiss the unknown. No, I didn't watch the stream. I'm thinking about rewatching it, but I don't know. Oh wait, right, you did that before the broadcast. I could scroll through it if you know like a decent timestamp. Are we getting the Moonlight offerings back theoretically with the weather system? No, I think I like to think behavior has learned that an offering that gives you a unique weather pattern will be bad for game health for that reason. Like a Discord. Oh, someone clipped it? Oh, that's beautiful. Was that you right there? I can somewhat hear it. It's kind of faint. It's close though. Okay, see, here's my thing though, Chromified. I'm gonna be honest, if you're still running on Xbox One, I'm sorry. Behavior can't care. Like, at some point, you are expected to upgrade to a new system. They can't keep making games on old hardware because games have to eventually run on better hardware. That's just how games are. There's a reason new shit comes out. And while there eventually is a point where new shit stagnates and it's easier to run things on older systems, it's just like the Xbox One, bro. I got an Xbox One when I was in, I think, like elementary. It released in 2013. It's been over a decade. You can upgrade. That's optimizing the game for 950 Ti cards. Yeah, there are some weirdos out there that will optimize a game for literally anything in existence, but that's a passion project, and I don't think a company that wants to pay bills and get money should be expected to make their game work on console that 5 people have. But if people want to do it as a passion project, they have. Hi, Nat, how are you? Hi. Hello. Mwah. Hi, Pixie. Hello, other person. Here, Nat said hi first. I don't want to play Survivor, so I'm not going to. I'll play Night after. I don't know if y'all... Are y'all out drinking again? Or what? That reminds me. Wait, I need to find my email. Where is it? So, as someone who attended the Dead by Daylight anniversary event, because I'm so cool and sexy, we have I'm getting Jason for free. But the code only works tomorrow, so I have to go find the email before it's lost in my multiple other emails. Okay, I found it. It's hardened. Dude, did you guys see? Okay, 1, Nixon fucking 5, baby. Get fucked Spurs. Skill check can go eat a really delightful muffin. That guy was very, very nice. But also, fuck that guy. He voted for Spurs. He lost. Eat shit, dude. But I hope that shit's on a muffin, because I had a muffin today, and I'm gonna be honest, that muffin was pretty good. That muffin was pretty good. I had an excellent view while eating that muffin, too. Anyway, Nixon 5, though. Knicks 1. New York's already cleaned up. There was only like 60 people who got injured after the Knicks won, which I know is still like a lot, but also like it's New York. So, huge W. Let's go Madani. I need to unpack, but I wanted to stream because otherwise I'm gonna sit in bed and be cold and lonely and annoyed. No headphones, so I go again. Okay, bye. I'm gonna end this match and get 20 DMs. I'm gonna read every single one. I don't hit that. But that's fine. Alright, so I haven't played this game in so long. It doesn't even matter though. Okay, hold up. Quentin? What if I styled on you? Not really styling, but that works out just the same. I'll see you dead. Haha, I'm the Whisker.
Just started.
Free ran. You know, what's up? I know. Have you ever played on lane? Have you guys ever played on a LAN server at the LAN? What an experience. They had gaming stations at the Dead by Daylight Expo. And I thought about waiting in line, and I technically did, because I was in the chairs. But I'm also like... As cool as it would be to show off in front of a crowd and make people go, ooh, at me doing things, I also would then have to play Dead by Daylight on default settings on 60 FPS with whatever DPI they had on the mouse. I'm used to 10,000 DPI, by the way, just so we're clear. With default controls, I'm like, that'd be so and no reshade. I'm like, that'd be so miserable, so I didn't bother. Want to see me do it again? Mind games. I'm gonna send that one to Nat. I'm gonna send that one to Nat. I think Nat would be proud of me for that one. You had to be scheduled for that. You had to be scheduled for the play sessions with specific content creators, but you didn't have to be scheduled to do like normal games. You would just have to play with other randoms. Hi. Okay. The line was the front row of chairs, if I remember correctly. Ah, I went a little bit too wide. That's upsetting. You would have played. Yeah, Pixie got ran for 3 gens. Better communication? Yeah, they didn't explain that well, did they? Okay, there's a few things. Alright, now that... Okay, let me complain about the event for a little bit. There are 4 major things I would change. If they ever do it again. Which I hope they do, but... There are 4 things I would change. And one of them, I don't think they will. It's just a personal opinion. So it's really just 3 things that I think they need to. 1, the event on the main floor has a fog machine that was non-stop going. Inherently, very, very, like, thematically pleasing at the Dead by Daylight event. Problem. I can't see. It was on for 24 hours. There is not really like an open doorway for you to go through at that center. So all of the smoke just built up on the first floor because it's too heavy to go up to the second floor. So when you got down there, you can't see. And I'm like, one, Nat has asthma. So she just can't be down there for that long because it fucking sucks. And 2, like, it hurt my eyes to stand in. And like, I don't understand how that's not a fire hazard. Like, am I crazy? I felt crazy, but I'm like, I'm sitting here. I'm like, how is this not a fire hazard? And I met McLean, by the way. The guy who everyone goes, oh, the Blight guy, but he's done like 50 million other things.
I expected more from you.
And I'm like, how is the smoke downstairs not a fire hazard? And he went, you know what? I have no idea. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck you mean? I know he didn't set up the event, but it's like, oh yeah, okay, so maybe let's not do that next time. Second thing, they had signings for devs and streamers. The ones everyone really wanted were, of course, the dev ones, which is what most people lined up for, and a lot of non-content creators also lined up for Otstarva, which, yeah, fair enough. Ots had the longest line by a mile. Ots had such a long line that after his signing was over, he sat on the second floor at the Art Expo and gaming stations, and people lined up to meet him and get pictures. And it wrapped around the entire Art Expo. That is how many people were waiting just for Ots. And we wanted to meet the devs, but, so I've been to TwitchCon. I went to TwitchCon Las Vegas way back in, like, 2024, I think was the last time I was in Vegas. I don't remember. And the way that it works in TwitchCon, which, one, I will say, TwitchCon, terrible fucking security. It has one of the worst securities I've ever been to. However, Behavior actually had really good security. Like, actually really good security. I was a little bit surprised. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. They had guards at the entrance to actually make sure no one who didn't have a badge got in. TwitchCon doesn't have that. Yes, that should make you concerned for TwitchCon. Anyway, possible patchworking. Is this you? It's not here. What's up? Yeah. You want to get slammed against the wall like a good girl, don't you? Alright, she can go. So that was already a huge plus. But the way that TwitchCon does signings is that, like, you get in line to meet a streamer or whatever. Like, be that, like, Otts, Iron Mouse, Connor, VA, whoever you want to meet. And you get in line, and if the time is up, like it's the end of their signage, they don't let people enter the line, and they let the current line finish. That's the important distinction. The current line finishes. At the behavior one, the line doesn't get done. They just make them go off. They just make them leave. Like, the streamers, whoever, they just made them leave. Which in the devs case, I kind of understand, because it's like, they have stuff to go do. But also it's like, man, I came here to, like, get something signed by Mikote. And then he left. Like, we were literally the next ones in line, like, to start signing. And they let part of our group go, but not everybody. Just so we're clear. I did get to say hi to Mikote and Eric at the stage, though. So, it's kind of all's well as ended well, you know? But that's something I would change. Other thing. There was something else that I would change. Oh, next time I would really like if they had, if they flew out, because TwitchCon, this, again, similar to TwitchCon. TwitchCon has something called the Artist Alley, that people can, that they fly out, like, people who make things, and they, sell art, and posters, and charms. And Behavior had, like, an official merch store, but they didn't have, like, a unique area, and I thought that was really disappointing. I would have really liked if they could, because they had a fan art wall on the back that actually had art from Gloss on it, as well as a few other artists that, like, I follow, and they're really talented. But also, like, I would have loved to just buy stuff from them, you know? I would want to buy stuff, because I went with the intention to spend money. And I feel like I didn't spend that much money. Like, it felt like a really cheap trip. Now, granted, I didn't pay for my hotel because I was also there with my family. And it was like a Christmas present to me, is that we all went to Montreal. I was the only one in the event, though. But I would have absolutely loved to spend money and help, like, artists in the community, like, get some money for being Dead by Daylight and making fan art and making things on Etsy. And maybe Behavior gets a little bit of the profits at the end of the day, just to, like, pay the expenses of that person traveling there or whatever. But I would absolutely love to do that. And so it's just kind of like Behavior stuff, which they ran out of merch by, like, midday. Like, I think most merch was out by, like, 12. How does that make you feel? I met a lot of people that day. The last thing I would change, and this is purely personal. I don't think Montreal is that interesting of a city. And that is this. I have traveled to a lot of places. I have met a lot of people. I've been to a lot of continents. Montreal is not that interesting. There's not a lot to do. Stores do not stay open very late. They close pretty early. The food restaurants, while it does taste pretty good, one, America still has the best food. Two, it takes like 3 hours. That was one of my main issues, is that you would sit down to eat dinner at 6 and you would not be out till 10. And it's like, I have other stuff I want to go do. I want to go shopping a little bit. And it's like, when you sit down to eat, you are going to be there for a while. And it's like, I don't mind it that much. But yeah, no, perfect. Indy was here. The brunch on Saturday, we got there at 11. They did not even take our orders for 50 minutes. We got out of there at like 3 p.m. And it's like, it took so long. And I get that's just like a culture thing. Like they just like longer meals or whatever. But I can't do that, man. I can't. I want to eat and I want to go do stuff. I don't want to sit there because I can talk to those people while doing other things like shopping, and we can talk about shopping. It's like, yeah, well, that's actually my last thing. If it's part of the French culture, that's fine. When I was in France, we didn't sit for 3 hours per meal, but they did close pretty early and only really open for dinner for some restaurants, which I thought was weird. So if it's just a French thing, I don't like the French. But second, Montreal is the first time in any country where when you're looking at a tourist, you default to French. Ever. Or any non-English. Like, in Mexico, clearly you're not from Mexico, they default to English. Any place in Europe, they default to English. Because, one, Europe is really, really tight together, so they default to English because there's a lot of different languages there. And English, mostly due to the America imperialism and military presence around the world, is a very common language. And from my understanding, people in the East learn English because of how prevalent it is in other countries, not because they really want to. So everyone kind of knows English. It's like the default language. Montreal, everyone defaulted to French. And when I like kind of complained to McLean about it, he's like, yeah, the politics behind it are kind of, we gotta love politics, man. And I'm like, so it's like a political thing to default to French. And I'm like, so from my understanding, Behavior has 2 studios in Canada. They have one in Montreal and they have one in Toronto. And I really want them to, if they do it again next year, move it to Toronto. And maybe they can go between the 2 cities so people don't get bored. And it's kind of like, oh, you could get to, you miss Quebec, Toronto. You miss Toronto, Quebec. And it's like, whatever. But, like, I don't know, man. That was one of my main complaints, especially because early in the morning, we were lined up at like 8:50. The security guard comes out and starts making a premium pass line. And then another guy comes out and gets rid of that line and makes it back into one line. Both of those security guards only spoke French. They didn't go to English. No one in the line knew what they were talking about, just had to base it off the hand signals. And it's like, it worked in the end of the day, but it's confusing and frustrating when you just like want to go into the event, especially because it's mostly at, 9:30, where only the premium pass people can get in at that point until 10. You all paid a little bit extra. And it's like, okay, bro, whatever. You're crying on the street. Yeah. There's like 4 different places they can rent out on the harbor, so I don't blame you. Can you just kiss chat already? I'd have to ask Nat. Wait, didn't I get the full Blight skin, or am I crazy? Do we want to try Slugging Blight? I don't think I've tried that yet. I did get it. I got the full Blight skin. I need to finish this rift, by the way, because I love Darkest Dungeon, so I do need to play more Dead by Daylight. Slugging. Speed add-on. Blood points. Brutal because I'm a chud. Enduring because I'm a chud. Infectious because I'm an asshole. What else? Probably a little bit of slowdown, right? I could do eruption because if I get fast downs, it doesn't matter as much. Hurt. If it's ever held there. I've been to Toronto. That's why I went and held it in Toronto. Because I went in like 2010 and from what I recall, I enjoyed my time there. It's not my first time in Canada. Toronto is very lovely. Toronto is also more American than Canadian. Like, there's some differences, but there's a lot of more American places. Like, there's a Rainforest Cafe. So, difference. But also, M decided to stream. Yeah, because I wanted to. Also, I don't have work tomorrow because I took the day off for Jason. No, I'm saving the code for next week when the anniversary starts. Because of FIFA? That's true. World Cup. But yeah, those are some complaints about the event, but overall, I still liked the event. So. I'm not gonna complain. It was, I do want to say, it was very funny to go from the broadcast in person and everyone having a great time to turning on Twitter. And I'm like, I don't want to say, I feel like, why are people never happy? And I get, like, the Terrifier Ice 9 kills thing, but, like, people are complaining about some of the other stuff, which confused me. Hi, Proud. I just went over everything from the anniversary if you want to rewatch the VOD for my opinions on it. But I can still answer anything if you want me to. Scene partner Sable, never seen that before. Oh yeah, I'm 4.4. And it doesn't matter because it's a Sable. I'm gonna kick this for eruption. I don't think it's gonna matter, but better safe than sorry, am I right? Man, it's kind of weird playing Blight as a 4.4. Honestly, I am flabbergasted at her not dropping that, so fair enough. Now, do you think they're gonna realize that I am not hooking people? Oh, I didn't hit that. Only got one scam from Scene Partner, though. Honestly, good fake. I didn't think a Sable was capable of that. Considering she also then immediately ran into me. That scam cancels out the heal, so they might not finish it. I'd rather get her down because she's already injured. That cancels out the heal again. Where the fuck? Oh, did he go for? Oh, you went for the pallet. Hi, Rick. Okay, Rick. He should pick up Sable here. That's fine. Insane ace gameplay. Dramaturgy on Rick. That'll be fun. Holds W. Then go left. She cuts in. Oh, okay. I thought she'd hug that, and instead she just... I feel like she went so wide from that, no? Anyway. It was about them complaining about Shane. Huh? I'm trying to remember who that is. Oh my god, I got notifications because they used plot twist. Oh, that's beautiful. So that triggered infectious because of it. That's amazing. I love niche uses like that in this game. Guys, do you think when they add the dynamic weather system, they'll make it where it's like, when raining, survivors have a chance to trip. If a survivor trips, they gain 0.5 hindered. They gain 5% hindered for 0.5 seconds. What does T for T mean? Trans for trans relationship, where it's two transgender individuals. So the thumbnail on the YouTube video is Michaela and Sable because it is a very popular headcanon that both of them are trans women and that they're dating and that they kiss a lot. Okay, I don't know why I'm not colliding on that anymore. That sucks. I could have downed him, but I just wasn't bumping on that for some reason. He probably drops it, assuming... Okay, I had to wait for a CJ tech because I don't know if he had a flashbang or not. Headcanon. Headcanon is a fan-made opinion that isn't confirmed. So like, Arella is a trans woman. That is confirmed, that is part of her lore, that is just part of who Arella is. She's trans. Michaela and Sable are both just popular ideas of people really enjoying the fact that they could be trans and just saying they should be, but it's not confirmed by behavior. Ooh, good job using that corner so I couldn't properly hit him. He goes down though. Slow vault's interesting. It's drenched in atmosphere, especially with night scenes and fog. Yeah, so fun fact for the movie, Crawl is unironically one of my favorite movies because of my experience of watching it, where you go in expecting the movie to be really, really bad because you went to the movie theater, the movie you wanted, you arrived a little bit too late for, and the only movie that's like available at the same time slot is a movie called Crawl about alligators. And you're thinking to yourself, there's no way this is good. And then you watch it, and you're like, shockingly, pretty good. The chat was, oh yeah, Cantina, I'm gonna be honest, when watching official streams like that, do not look at chats. I'm gonna be honest, do not look at the official chat on any stream like that. Because I thought about it when they were doing the cosplay showcase. I'm like, man, there is a drag streamer up there. I cannot imagine what the Twitch chat is right now. YouTube chat is worsely moderated. The Twitch chat's pretty decently. Where did I down the Sable? Do we know? Did I down her back here or something? I don't remember. Oh, there she is. see a man and woman together, they can also be T for T. Yes, it's just two trans people. It is not specific to them being the same or opposites or anything. Cantina, I'm gonna be honest, it's more the fact that they play a horror game and then expect people to not be queer. Horror is like the queerest game possible. Like in anything. It's just a queer game. It's a queer franchise. Queer themes. Why was I added? Oh, I got my wish. This is important to me. Queer is any version of queer is just any version of LGBTQ+. So if you've ever seen, like, I don't know, any LGBTQ, I don't really have any other way to describe that. They're gonna still update the Switch on PS4 once the graphics overall comes out? No. I really hope they don't, in all honesty. Because that means that they can do more things. Yeah, the drag streamers' outfits, super pretty. I do not like facing them in game because every single time I've done that, it's been pretty. They are the definition of casual people, and I am too competitive. Into the Fansers only baby studio. I don't mind that much. Okay. But I get the hit anyway, so that just doesn't matter. It's so weird. I know I'm 4.4, but my mind, I haven't played Blight in so long, I haven't adjusted to it yet. Good balance landing, but it just doesn't matter. Masquerade skin? Yeah, they do the cosplay contest. If you guys have not, the full-length VOD for the anniversary is available on YouTube. Look at the cosplay contest. There's a lot of really good cosplays, and unironically, a lot of Carmina, like, artists. Which was super fascinating. I'm like, is it, like, in my mind, I'm like, is it just because of the red dress? Like, it's easy to do, so a lot of people do it, or what? How's the Jason escape room? Wasn't able to do it. The line was like 8 hours. I don't know where they are. Oh, okay, they're picking. Okay, one went Shaq, one went left. I'd rather chase Jake because he's already injured though. Longer and farther away. Yeah, I don't even know where it was, if I'm being honest. I saw the line at some point. I was like, oh. Get a life. Okay. Gonna be honest, I thought the blood was going back towards the tile. He reaches shack, so it's no longer worth chasing him, sadly. Are they still in this corner? Did they left that corner? I might struggle just because of dead sands, but I'm playing Blight, so I want to kick this for eruption. They have to do a full reset. It's too dangerous not to. Okay. Another life. Oh, what? Yeah, be a weirdo. What the fuck? Isn't that blocked? You're weird. One person in that corner. We're gonna go for that gen. And then we can go for the Jake. This is why you have to reset. I don't know why they didn't heal. Like, Eruption's on cooldown, so I can't get the gens yet, but like, strong chance of snowball. Keep in mind, he has life. So he's just gonna insta vault, yeah. I don't like the generators deplete my tokens. I feel like I should be allowed to kick gens. I got Hinado. Oh, this should be GG's. Oh, unbreakable on Jake. Okay. Doesn't camp the pallet. Again, they have to be healing. Okay, Jake healed. It's gonna take a little bit longer now down to get it down. He had a life. And he wasted it pretty hard. Leon has balance, so I can just... Yeah, he doesn't get that. Oh, he does because I missed. I could have been a bit more patient there. I mean, he has balance though, and he can't have Death Heart because I don't hook anybody. Gonna be honest, I was hoping he'd slow vault that window back. Alright, GG's guys. Is Jar Salty Whip secret? I don't think it is. Did you sit next to any DVD streamers during the event? I am dating Scooty Booty, so take a guess, Proud. Who do you think I sat next to? I'm in the anniversary stream like multiple times. I would appreciate if you guys go look to be fucking nosy or whatever, not snipping my face and putting it places. It's out there though, and there's definitely photos with me in it, but not on E yet, so I'm trying not to. Every single time I introduce to somebody and they recognize my name, they went, "Wait, what?" And then they look like up and down at me because I know they think I was gonna look more feminine. But I'm like, I'm here with my parents. They're off in the store. Didn't even know it. There was a guy who covered my face for a lot of it because they sat in front of me, which was nice. I sat next to Indy. Yeah, I ate food with Indy. I mean, I basically met everyone except fucking Alf. Alf was the one guy that I did not see. Well, I saw him, but every single time I saw him, I was doing shit. I was like every single time I saw him, I'm like, I gotta go piss. And then I piss and I come out and he's missing. And I'm like, ugh, annoyance. So he didn't sign anything. But I have signatures from like, Lilith, Tofu, Hens, Ots. I made them sign some SCP cards. I meant to get Pixel Bushes, but he was out late, and then we left super early because I had to go to the fucking plane. So I didn't get his. But I slept at their Airbnb. So kind of having fun just chilling on Blight, if I'm being honest. And play one more Blight game, then maybe play someone else. Hi, Souls. It is a heavy OG year. Frank Stone is an OG chapter because as far as I'm aware, Behavior commissioned Supermassive. I'm using the word commission even though it's not the right one. To make Frank Stone for them, like the Casting Frank Stone video game. So I believe, in my humblest opinion, that it is an OG chapter because they can do anything, they can do whatever they want. They can add skins whenever they want later down the line. We just know it's Casting Frank Stone because we already know who he is. Huh? Okay. Sorry, I was making a tweet. So fun fact, by the way, about me getting to the event. My plane initially delayed 5 hours for my first flight. I would have missed my layover. So I instead had to, I went to the front counter. I'm like, is there anything else? Is there anything else? Because the other option was taking my original flight and getting to Canada on Saturday instead of Friday, or getting in at midnight. And I was like, is there any other option? I'd like to get there sooner if possible. So I had to go instead to Atlanta. Keep in mind, my family was flying out of Atlanta. Now, sadly, we weren't on the same plane because it was funny. Because that would have been hilarious. No, instead on that same plane was Spooky Loops. And the only reason I didn't say hi was because he was with his family. And I was like, it's gonna be, I don't want to be awkward or intrude. But then the universe is like, hey, what if I sat you on the exact same row as him across the aisle for the entire flight that's like 6 hours long? Wouldn't that be funny? And I'm like, oh, okay. Before people ask me about why I didn't go ask, he's like with his wife and kid, and I'm like... That's so awkward, right? Vic, are you getting hacked or something? Aren't you speaking enchantment table at me? Yeah, I don't either. It's... I would have swung sooner, but then she would have crouched at me. Yeah, that makes sense. Steve should be worse than Claudette. You can go to bed. You don't have to watch my stream. I'm gonna be streaming basically all day tomorrow. Like, I'll be live the moment Jason drops and my game's updated. So I'm gonna go to bed, then wake up at like 9 or 8. Probably 8. No, probably 7. I need to have some semblance of my normal work schedule because I've been waking up kind of... Are you still in the bush? Okay, Michaela. Yeah, I'll be live early tomorrow. I got some free orc cells, so I'll probably buy a Jason skin too. Yeah, they already got rid of a lot of the strong pallets, by the way, so it should just kind of be bulldozing at this point. Like, they have Shaq, but like, does she reach Shaq? Probably not. I saw Yui crossing. She'll pick up one of them, but the Steve and Michaela aren't that good. GG's, guys. Escape cake, cobbler, sit envelope. For saying they commissioned the casting of Frank Stone, it's pretty gas, right? Jason giveaways. Wait, really? Wait, what? I didn't know you were able to go to one of the theaters. Was it packed? Like, was there a lot of people? It was? Hell yeah, that makes me happy. Because I saw they were doing the theater thing, but I'm like, I don't know how many people are gonna go those. You haven't eaten in 12 hours. Okay, well, let's not do that. How about we go get some food in us, yeah? No, I don't want to play again. Did I want to play? Who do I want to play? Flight's cool. We could play as Israel. I'll hook as Henry. Why not?
What shall I find here?
But when Shane showed up on screen, you wanted to cry. Who's that again? I don't know who that is.
Now.
Who's Shane? Sean? I'm trying to remember. The new survivor. Oh, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that till he's actually out. Hey, that's pretty... Yeah, that's... Get my kicks. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm not one for pictures, so outside of group pictures I didn't take many. The one person I took a picture with was Dork, because that is a black queen, and if I don't get to say hi to her, I would have died. She was also very sweet, by the way. We told her that when she showed up, we both looked at each other and went, silence, a black queen is talking, and then she told us that McLean, or not McLean, Makote did the exact same thing during rehearsals. Which is very funny to think about. I'm just gonna M1 you. Inside? Outside? I don't know where she went. In my mind, there's a door there, but there isn't.
You will not escape.
I'm gonna go after them. Good sprint first. Oh, walk into it. Ah, a bit too early. I was trying to adjust for the sprinters. I'm only gonna hook her because I have Dead Man Switch and it'll give me Secret Project. Hooking can be beneficial if you have at least like a perk or two for it, so can't complain too much. Plus my Ruin's still up, so that'll be beneficial. The problem is that Dead Man Switch, when activated, makes Ruin not work. Nice, I'm really happy that hit her. Adam's gonna unhook, but there's not much I can really do about that. Oh, I didn't do that side-to-side movement. I might have hit her. Are we gonna hold W or are we gonna hide in that corner? went out. Okay, then double back. She might double back every time. This map seems pretty alright for Henry, actually. No? Gray play on. I think it'll be okay. If what they said is true, where they built the map as more of an outside map and it just visually looks like an indoor one, I think it'll be alright.
Very clever.
God, they need to change sprint boost. Nice. Holds W, interesting. Nice. I'm gonna slug here because I have secret project. Yeah. I can end the game here, depending on what Adam's doing. You get slowed down a lot for holding your power. If he held W, I would have fucking missed, so thank you for not doing that. Okay, weird animation bug. 9-9 sprint burst, right? I'd rather get the injured guy, because if I can get the injured guy down quick, then that lets me close out the match sooner. If I don't, then Ada's gonna be able to full reset on the other guy, which isn't ideal, but she should be hooking. Okay, I'm gonna go cut them off, because they should cut through the middle, and then I'll walk right into them. Oh, no, because I never fucking hooked Lori. Never mind, they don't have to do anything. They're just gonna reset in the corner. Okay. Or he can do that, I guess. Because the CGI looks so weird, plus walking nurse is so cursed. That just tells me that they didn't look into the game at fucking all outside making some cosmetics. I feel bad for whoever made that then, because damn. It does not look good. Nice. I thought about it, but I didn't want to jinx it by saying it out loud. Good hit.
I am superior.
They're on Natcha. And they unhooked. But where did they unhook at? I'm gonna see if I can walk right into her with the undetectable. Oh, Lori's here. Hello? I'm gonna slug again. Because now that Lori's here, I know she's somewhere back here and I can maybe get her. Oh, fuck off. That doesn't hit her. Oh, sprinters. Right. My bad. I forgot. She can have shitty positioning and awareness. But it doesn't matter. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, she went inside. Held W. Doesn't hold the corner, holds W because she's already pretty far. Went in the corner. No, she held W again. Yeah, it only works so many times. Hope I vault. Oh, bye, Lori. Don't worry, I lost track of you too. That was just a lucky guess, if anything. Just pulled out their phones during the music video because Ice Nine Kill. Okay, metal is just like. I feel like a lot of horror fans might be into metal. But it's also not a lot of people's thing. And it's easier, like, if you don't enjoy country music, it's still easier to enjoy a country song than... Like, that part of the showcase is meant for people like Hex, because they actually like metal music. Hex used to be a metal singer. Except, they also chose Ice Nine Kills, or Ink for short. Who a lot of creative people don't like, because they were pro-AI. That doesn't hit him. So then it's just a sense of like, wow, no one likes you.
I will show you no mercy.
I mean, it's also like people are kind of just watching the music video. Because there's not like, it's not like the new Survivor, it's like, ooh, it's like, oh, some cosmetics. Okay. That's neat, I guess. I generally think those cosmetics will wind up being some of the worst selling ones. And I feel kind of bad saying that, but I also don't. Because Behavior could have gone a different band. Is the bot stuck? What? Okay. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, if I main one of the characters, I'd probably buy it, but like, I don't main the character. Hi. I don't main the characters, so I don't care. I hate anti-camp. What a bad mechanic. I'm joking. I still don't like it though. Because the fact he can unhook in my face and I can't grab him is annoying. Well, I guarantee my Behavior thought it was a good idea because Ice Nine Kills is another horror or dark song artist that they can get under their belts to get more music collabs. As like, see, we got these people pretty good and they liked how it turned out, even if it didn't sell that well. They personally liked it, and then that can get it with more people. Plus, they get a song out of it. Like you have to consider, like, when we got Alien from Disney, how many doors that opened? Like, that wasn't just, oh, it's Xenomorph. That was a, okay, that leads to FNAF. Like, us getting Xenomorph from Alien directly led to us getting Five Nights at Freddy's. Because Scott Cawthon liked how Behavior did Alien. Nice. I just realized I 8-hooked this game. I didn't do that intentionally. I guess I'm just cool. They never got this totem. Oh, well. Never mind. I tap. I know, I have aura reading, so I just... Oh, that was good. That way. And it could actually happen now. Azula is coming back to making Dead by Daylight art again because of the artist skin. Wait, why can't I abandon? Oh my god, they haven't done a gen in 10 minutes. Oh my god, you're a bitch. I hate this, Adam. What do you mean you have a fog file? You found Hatch if you fast forward. Never mind.
You have little time left.
What? What the fuck? Okay, he actually dealt back that time. And GG's.
I see your secrets.
Is it really showing them off like a prize? I'm not. I think Blizzard's struggling in my all honesty. I think outside of Overwatch and the dedicated World of Warcraft players, has Blizzard really done anything? Hi, Lithia. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you doing, girl? Ever since I got a job, I haven't seen you. WoW is huge in China. World of Warcraft's huge everywhere.
Where have we ended up now?
Who do I want to play? Lithia's here. I am play Billy where I don't hook people because I'm an asshole. You kind of went poof for two or 3 weeks, but you're pretty hyped for 10th anniversary. Yeah, I think a lot of people are hyped for. Yeah. I think the ending consensus is that this is going to be a good year. I am slightly, I do mean this slightly, a little bit worried about the recode, but I think it will wind up good. I think it'll wind up okay. I am curious if I'm gonna get another code for being in the creator program for Jason, but considering they gave them out to everyone who attended the event, they might not. Fellowship in the woods, you pretty excited? Ooh! I hope you post it online, I'd love to see it. He doesn't know I have engravings. That's why. Sorry. I should have been talking. I bet. I wanted to curve around this, but I realized I had engravings on, so I wasn't gonna be able to hit him. But wait, why am I picking you up? Why am I doing that? You have the Eerie add-on. Doesn't double vault. I know 11's over here. Alright, get that guy off the gen though. He has sprint first. We know 11's up here. For Israel! Ah! Oh fuck, I messed up. It's the power of Israel. It's deflecting my chainsaw. I didn't know behavior was like that. Good corner. Did you just leave? What? You went wide? Alright, GG's. Oh, air conditioning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you meant Assassin's Creed. I was like, what does you being European have to do with you playing Assassin's Creed? You can just play that. Clear your move post? Okay, well, can you fucking post it so I can see? Do I follow you on Twitter? I don't know if I do. I might not. I know, I'm gonna be honest. I have 4 posts on Twitter right now that are kind of bussing. So I'm kind of just looking at those. So the 4 posts that I have that are doing really, really well right now. I can't show this for, I can't show because I retweeted some things. The post explained that Otz's secondary signing looped around is doing pretty good for some reason. Me talking about this cosplayer and how they did like the full lobby animations is doing really well. I don't know why people are liking it so much, but what do I know? And then Vic made this because I wanted to do it when I got home, but I'm like, I realized before I was on a plane, oh, I could just ask other people to do it, and it has 200 likes, and Eric Pope responded. So I think we win. Was that Grim Pantry? That was Grim Pantry. Yeah. I really don't understand me now. Let me look. Yeah, I do not. But you follow me though, so it's really easy to find out. Wait. See, now I'm looking for cosplay stuff. Wait, you have a fucking sword? Wait, that's awesome. Oh, the Jason cosplay is good though. Wait, that's so good. I see Shy in the comments. I want to play as Mina.
내 존재의 이유?
The fuck? I'm normal. Okay. Gonna be P11 on day 1. I would redeem the code, but I want to wait till the cakes next week. I thought it ended tomorrow, like the code redemption. I was like, that's so stupid, but I was wrong. So yeah, I also have a code to get 500k blood points that I'll probably spend tomorrow. Always on to me, like my love. An innocent woman me. Y'all see, Sweet Caroline. Oh, I have a hooking build. Oh, I have to hook. Okay. Oh, fuck, right. I don't get... Sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard. I was like, oh, I'll get main event, and then I can down both of these guys. And then I remember, I do not get main event until S tier. My bad, my bad, my bad. So that was nice. Yeah, they were giving them out at the convention, or someone was. I forgot who, but they gave me one. But, you know, my current plan is to P6 Jason, because that's where every single other killer I have is, and then I will get him to, because then he's just in line with everybody. Right? And then I'm gonna work on like getting everyone in P10, but by the time Jason's P6, the anniversary would have started, and when the anniversary starts, I want to prestige everyone once, so we'll see where that goes. Survivors, I'm probably just gonna pick a survivor, get survivors up to level 51. Did she see me? I guess it's that question. If I angle a little bit higher, go hit her. Show her the burden. Wait, no, that was Giant Compass. I'm wrong. Never mind. Did you get the free hat? No, I didn't. I didn't buy one either. I think a hat that just has death is not an escape on it is not that interesting. However, I did still get a pretty cool hat. Nat gave it to me. god, why do people play this character? There were also some Mina cosplayers at the thing. I think there was 3, 2? I think there was 3. One of them was with a Trickster cosplayer, and they like shoved the Trickster to this. I think that was during the cosplay thing. I think that y'all probably saw it. They like shoved the cosplayer to the side and like made Mina go up. It was awesome. Also, even though I am part of the lesbian Carmina train, I will say the Jonah and Artist cosplayer, both that were joined together, 1, really good cosplay, 2, very cute that they kissed after they won an award, 3, also led to the Oni and Dwight making out on stage, and that was awesome. We need more of that. More yaoi in my Dead by Daylight events. Good Dohard. That was a really well done Dohard. I hate that I'm out of knives. I missed 2 knives, and those 2 knives make it to where I can't down her. When you go to bed, I recommend it. The Devour Hope one was so good. Oh. Oh my god, I could just M1'd her. And instead I went, knife. God damn it. And the game to wall challenge for the funny. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Miss Ma'am? Okay, but you can't deny the Pert cosplay was like one of the best ones. Like, that's iconic. I was really excited when Vizzy walked on stage, because she stayed up till like 2 a.m. working on the Crosley one. And it turned out so good. Granted, she's also the one that, like, the Skull Merchant cosplay of hers gets featured as, like, you know, the art for the entire competition. Competition in loose terms, like, really chill. Damn. Actually makes it easier to hit him. Does he think I still have knives? Is that why he left? I need to add for killers like Trickster and maybe Huntress, like a way to tell as a survivor when they're running low. Oh, hi. Are you doing nothing all game now and just following me around? Did you get in the fucking locker? Why? Did Mina just say pussy? Am I crazy? Yui's having fun. Just count the knives? You're so right. look all the way down. Pressing. You vaulted. Okay. Why do I have an ad? Don't do that.
Nice.
I don't think Hens has seen the Megamind one yet. But I did out him in it, add him in it, so he should be. They're in his server as well? Wait, what? What do you mean they're in his server? Someone put the image in his server? wait, what? Someone did what now? Yeah, you made them. What? Did you get the skin tone right? I think that image is perfect. They're in his general chat. Are people just spamming it? Like the Mega Mind? I don't count her escape as given, by the way, because I did let her go. You think it's a sticker already? Like, specifically the Megamind one. Like, specifically Megamind, not just the forehead. Specifically Megamind. It's Mega Hens. That's beautiful. That also means there are now 2 streamers. Dude, do you think Hens and Alf can now bond over specifically me making random shit out of them and it doing way too well? It's on 7TV?
모두를 쓰러뜨릴 거야.
Where is it? I'm distraught. Fuck. Maybe they deleted them or something. You wanna know what isn't deleted? Just the Lear. Oh, there's so much. Wait, what? Oh, the channels rose. The channels rose. I love this GIF. I love this GIF so much. Vic, what the fuck did you send me? This curse is shit. Bran when you run M1 Xenomorph. Bro, I got home, I opened up Brand's stream, and he's like kind of just calling someone an idiot. I'm like, this is kind of funny. I dreamed to one day feel as fulfilled as the person who screamed in this clip is feeling right now. You honestly didn't expect the Grimoire chapter to happen so soon? I thought it was gonna be anniversary, and I'm gonna be honest, I think the only reason I think the Grimoire is not the anniversary is one, because they want a little bit more time to work on it to show that it takes them over a year per killer, and two, because they got the Jason license. Otherwise, I think Grimoire would have been anniversary chapter. Oh my god, it is an emo. Hensley has 4,000 people in his server? Kinda crazy. Nurse is on your face. Otstarva is 10 inches inside you. You're 10 inches inside Huntress. Where are you going? I probably shouldn't say that. But, I don't know who I want to play. I kind of just want to chill. I kind of just want to talk. Proud, I went over it earlier. I'm mixed on art because, like, the character itself, fine. The actor being at the event was really cool. He plays the characters so well, and that was cool. The director of the films is a fucking weirdo, though. And then he's like, horror isn't political, and that's like, but it is, though. Like, all art is political in some shape, way, or form, and saying it's not is inherently political, because that means you don't agree with the political structure of the world. So it's like, okay. So he's just kind of fucking weird. And then everyone's kind of pointed out that, like, for being a modern movie, it does have a lot of, like, sexist misogyny in terms of, like, the distribution of violence and kills. But I more care about the director just being a fucking weirdo and getting sued by the main woman lead in the first movie for being fucking weird. So I'm more worried about that. Hi, Rosh. So I'm not a fan that he's probably getting profit from the character being added to the game, but what are you gonna do? He was bugging on Twitter to get art added to DBD. Like, I mean, I kind of assumed that art would show up eventually, but I'm still kind of like, I'd rather have had someone else. But we're running out of options, so I'm not gonna complain too hard. Was Montreal pretty good? I had fun. I think I'm too tired to queue again. If you guys want to just chill here, I'll put the white on the screen.
The last thing I remember.
How the way that guy acted? Nah, because the Terrifier films perform really good. Help. Huh? I just replied to you. Hello? Okay, so this has layers to it. I'll wait till ads are over. uh, do they have a good, like, overarching shot of... Yeah, there's Eric. Okay. Ad should be mostly over, right? Anyway. So this is the venue, right? I'll leave this on the screen while I wait to talk. Because I know ads are playing. Different photo. This is a photo of Levi and Kitsu making out in the entity. Okay, ads are done. So, this is the venue, right? Large venue. There are seats all the way back there. Very, very large place. And obviously, as Dead by Daylight enjoyers, you want to sit up here at the front, right? You want to be at the front. So, we hunkered down towards the front and sat here for like 3 hours. Levi and Kitsu were next to us, and they're like, we're gonna go get some food. Can you hold our seats for us? And me and Nat went, okay, yeah, sure. 50 minutes later, they took their stuff with them, by the way, so we're using our stuff to save the seats. 50 minutes later, people who left after them came back, and we're like, we don't care anymore. We don't care. So we gave the seats instead to, Fast Boy, who is a Blight player, and Pixel Bush. Instead, were who we gave the seats to. So, keep in mind, these two never showed up for the seats. They never came back up to the front. So we just assumed they fucked off and then didn't tell us. That's like, okay, bro. Lovely photo, by the way, though. So, obviously, I'm normal, and I said the experience of hold our seats and never showing back up. But yeah. That was funny. I went to the back for our sins. When did you look? At what time? At what time did you look to see if the seats were still available? Because we waited 50 minutes. Also, side complaint, there were some, oh my god. There were some people at the front who, one, were not big. They're not like big people. But they still were like taking up 2 seats. And it's like, we could have fit like the entire group into like 2 rows that we had initially claimed. But since these people were like taking up multiple seats by themselves, it's like you suddenly can't fit that many people. It's like, touch each other's knees. Put those knees together, big boy. I want to feel them against mine. Let me feel them. I want to get more people in this row with us. But no, you gotta take up multiple seats for yourself. No, they're not holding the seats. They just sat in 2 different seats. They sat like between the chairs. We noticed like midway through, we're like, this is fucking annoying. We could have had seats for Levi and Kitsu. And Indy. And, actually sat next to Pixie. And Kyle. But it was chill. It's whatever. It's fine. You got there 3 minutes before it started. Brother. 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 What do you mean you got there 3 minutes before it started? We sat there for 2 hours. You told us to hold your seats at 6:40, 6:50. We gave them up at like 7:52. Me and Nat both went and got ice cream and came back because we asked other people to hold our seats because you took so long. I'll DM you the story later. It's gonna be a great story, I'm sure, because I am fascinating. If it was like to like talk to somebody, I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't want to watch the live stream with old Scooty Booty and Emerald. Nah. That's fine. That means you guys could sit in the back and fucking make out the entire time instead of actually paying attention to the anniversary. I couldn't do that because I was in the front and on screen. And then it would have been so awkward if people, like, every so time it pan to the crowd, they're just, oh. They recover as far as they knew? Yeah, but leave your own stuff. What do you mean? Because we also had a seat for Pixel Bush. So we had 3 seats. And we only had enough stuff to cover 2 seats. And we're like, Because the way that it worked, from my understanding, is that, like, the group that Nat was in were planning the group thing for, like, the past, like, since the event was announced and how they were going to handle it, everything. So that group kind of had priority over everything else. And I was only included in that group because I was the girlfriend. So I got dragged into whatever they pre-planned. So, which is pretty funny. So, do you get any cool swag? I can unload my suitcase. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to hear Pixies scream? So keep in mind that oh my god for the live stream is muted a little bit. That's muted for you guys. That's lowered. As someone sitting behind Pixie, you got the full force of that oh my god. And then you have Dork pointing at Pixie and nodding and going, yes, girl. Which was very funny. Did you ever make out with that? I'm not gonna answer that question. You don't need to know. Like, what is this? My life isn't a circus for you to just be aware of at all times. And it's kind of weird that you would ask that in a public space where other people... Whoa! Hey, get out. Okay, I digress. We're so loud for the night skin. Yeah, I wonder if you guys disrupted movies. I mean, I can tell you guys what I bought. Just so we're clear, by the way, I got some extra stuff from people. And I can't show it to you guys, obviously, because I don't have face cam, but... Oh, shit. Wait, my suitcase is outside. Gamers. Ooh, let me turn on my phone. My phone died on the Uber back to my apartment, so I might have missed things. Okay, so there are a few things that I got some stickers and pins and whatnot from people that are in my backpack that's on my bed. I don't remember specifically what they are, so I won't be mentioning them. I also got a hat from Nat, which is similar to the one in her profile picture. I'm sure you guys have seen it. So I'm not gonna mention that one either, besides right now. What is this? Oh, they searched my bag, apparently. I was unaware of that. Well, if anything's stolen, I'm gonna be mad. You got the tote bag. I love buying things and then having fucking TSA or whatever search through my shit and not put it back the way that I had it, so now stuff is kind of damaged. Awesome. I have the exclusive U2s, the Golden Trapper, which I'm not going to open because I move in like a month. So, who searched your bag? The airport? What do you mean? Would be Ashara the Wraith Melee from the cosplay contest? Dude, that Cheryl. Oh my god. I know they're gonna be thinking about that till 2 a.m. But then they got back up there, so props to her. Props. Dude, I think the fact that there were multiple people who had a little oopsie on stage helps it... I think it helps the other ones go like, it wasn't just me, you know? Which, considering that they had, like... it was, like, about 100-something people that, like, went through that, right? Just, at least it felt that way. I feel like with that many people, it was bound to be, like, multiple people. But yeah, I have the golden U2s, which I'm not opening because I'm moving soon. Which will be the same for a lot of this stuff. So, I have in my lap right now 6 different poster tubes. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, no, I misclicked. I'm sure you're wondering, did you buy 6 different posters? Are you moving? I'm moving back to GA, yeah. But it's like, did you buy 6 different posters? And the answer is no. I did not buy 6 different posters. If you went to any signing, you got a poster for free. There were 2. There's also like a card. You got one of those for free. I have 2 tubes of that. One of them is mine, and one of them is Nat's, because she couldn't fit it into her bag. So I currently have it, and I need to give it to her at some point. The other thing is that they had, am I able to just look at it on the merch store so I can show you guys? No. They had 2 posters that were exclusive to the event itself in person. They are the murals that were painted around. If I can find them. So, I saw these in person. So these murals are the exclusive posters that you could buy at the event. Okay. The Huntress and Trapper one, the coloring is a lot better because it's a poster, not on the side of an actual building. So, pretty cool. I have two of each. The reason I have 2 of each is, one, was shocked to learn that they didn't have a limit on stuff, which is very nice. Is because Loris wasn't able to go, and she was really, really sad about not being able to get posters. I offered to buy her and ship them to them. So I felt like an asshole, but at the same time, like, people ask if they care enough to ask me why I bought 2 of each poster, and in fear of me scalping. I'm not. I am shipping these to Loris. I'm shipping 2 of them to Loris. I realized afterwards that I probably should have gotten them signed by Tofu, but I only thought about that when I was with Nat right before I went to the airport, so I did not do that. But that's why I have 6 different booster tubes. And I need to mail 2 of them. Which, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. What else do I have? I have a signed copy of the, first Hillbilly comic. Am I allowed to... Oh, there's an in-game chart code I can redeem. That's cool. Am I allowed to say what Pixelbush is doing? I don't think... He wouldn't care, right? I don't know if it's a surprise or not. Yeah, fuck it, right? Pixelbush has got a lot of preview comics for reviewing the comic book, and he was getting them signed by devs. So, devs, content creators, I think Otts asked him if he could sign all of them, because Otts knows, right? So, all of them are signed by Otts, and other ones are signed by specific people. I signed one that's also signed by Nat. He is going to auction those off for charity. So if you want a signed comic, save up a little bit. I don't know when he's going to do that, but he is going to auction them off for charity purposes. I'm just letting everyone know about that in advance if you want to save money for them, if that is something you want to try getting. I got the water bottle. I got the sticker sheet. There were some free cards that they had. There was a sticker sheet from that makeup collab they're doing, which is kind of cute. The Jason code, by the way, they emailed to you. So I have a card that's like, thank you for attending. You're getting a code for Jason, but we're emailing it. So there's no code on here. Promotion for Skull Candy. I don't know what that is. I think it's a headphone company. So, these are like sponsored cards, like chairs, Alienware. Shudder was streaming the Dead by Daylight event. I think the fact that fucking Shudder was, the fact that you get 30 days of a horror website is pretty cool. I actually like that one. I think that's pretty sick. I got this water bottle, this sticker sheet, which has, like, other stuff on it. I got this trapper thing as like a patch or whatever. I ordered a few things, by the way. Like, I ordered the vinyls and cassette tape, so I don't have them, but I ordered them, so they'll arrive at some point. And then there's, of course, the free t-shirt. And something that I am going to try finding, because it's really cute, and I'm sure someone posted about it. There is a really cute Maurice plushie that I won. I am going to complain real quick. There were 4... You had to win these in a claw machine, and you had 3 attempts, right? I lost all 3 of my attempts. I'm sure you're wondering, how did you get one then? Nat, who went after me, won 2 with 1 claw machine. She grabbed 2 at the same time. The lady said that she could only keep 1. 2-3 hours later, we meet back up with other people, and the other staff members, they also won 2 with the claw. The other staff members let them keep both. And then they gave 1 to me. Because I didn't get one. It's really cute. It's really tiny. I would have preferred, in all honesty, having the one the Nat one, but personal preference, if slight. But it's still really cute, so victory. Oh, also, these lanterns. Sorry. This lantern was like your pass for stuff. They had other variations, which like... I mean, I just have to look up odds. Hold up. Like, if you look at odds with like his pictures... Oh, he's not wearing it in that one. Like, he's wearing this one. It's like, it says content creator on it, right? So there were like multiple different versions of these. Like, in here you can kind of see it's like red and this one's yellow. You didn't get to choose which one you had. That is how they were able to tell at a glance what type of person you were. So the red badges, like the red ones, were specifically for the extreme VIPs that had stuff to do. Like Otts and Lilith were both in like a game expo showcase, like to play some Dead by Daylight matches. So they had red badges because they're like more important and have an event. This is different from the rest of the VIPs. Because Pixie and Pixelbush were both VIPs for the event, but they didn't have anything to do. They got free tickets, I think. So they weren't allowed in through the VIP entrance or like the VIP lounge or anything like that. They were only informed of that day of. So, small communication issue there. It was also very confusing because a few of the high VIPs had purple badges instead of red ones, and a few of the non-important ones had red ones. So whatever. There was a Huntress one that was blue that I think was like behind stage staff or something, because I was so sad when I saw it, and then I asked, I was like, can I have a Huntress one? They went no, because I thought it was just like characters. Made me sad, but that's fine. Was it fun meeting everyone? It was, yeah. Being in the environment of everyone is here for Dead by Daylight, and we all really, really like Dead by Daylight, and just want to talk about Dead by Daylight, it really makes you want to go play Dead by Daylight. Which is why I wanted to play. Besides getting some more blood points for Jason. So, that's part of it. I know a lot of people were happy to put my name to a face. Although I also think it's gonna be really funny when I get on estrogen and then my face changes and I look very different, and then meeting the people a second go around and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this makes a lot more sense for you. Because every single time, like, people went for Nat, they were like, Scooty? And then they got really excited because everyone likes Scooty. And then for me, I went like, hey, it's Emerald, and they went, oh. I know, Otts got so excited to see Scooty. It was really cute. It seems like loads of people went. A lot of people, instead of going to TwitchCon this year or next year, went to Montreal. That was basically the consensus, is that if you weren't going to, if you wanted to go to TwitchCon because you're a DVD streamer, you're going to Montreal instead. That was kind of the agreement that a lot of people had, at least spoken unpublicly. Now, some people will still be going to Montreal, I'm sure, or TwitchCon, I'm sure. But I know it's gonna be a lot less people than it probably originally was going to be. You as the PNG with the handheld? Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, understandable. I was just gonna get on and not mention anything until they asked. I'm trying. Do the prototype build LAN areas? I didn't have an interest in it. The LAN areas I didn't want to do because no reshade, for starters, and I would have a hard time seeing, and just a lot of personal preference on how I like my equipment. Like, I have my mouse and keyboard set up in a specific way, I have my DPI set up in a specific way, and the controls would be base controls unless you changed it beforehand, or changed it whatever from the last person did. So it's like, I don't want to be the girl that plays and the next person is like, how do I crouch? Why the fuck is it space? Also, like, you know how my mouse is, right? Right? Do we know? Like, my mouse is like, you have the circle, and then like mouse 1, mouse 2, scroll wheel. I have 2 buttons on the side for forward and backwards, which, you know, this is a really basic at-home or office mouse that a lot of people have. This was the mouse at the convention. Those buttons were not there. So I would not have had my normal control scheme as an option. The DPI was about 800 or so, right? I play at 10k DPI. So, major difference here. It was locked to 60 FPS, which, according to Dead by Daylight, I am playing at 90. So that would have been 30 less FPS, which, would I have noticed? No. Does that change how the game works at a fundamental level for perks like balanced landing to trigger? Yeah, it does. So, I also don't want to, oh my god, they had, so the way that the Game Expo was, whoops, hello? Jesus Christ. So the way that the Game Expo was as like a floor or what, can I change the size on this to be larger? Not really. So the way that the Game Expo worked, for those curious, is that like, so you had like the gaming stations, like areas like up here, like I'm not gonna draw all of them, but like you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then there were seats from like here to here with like a row in the middle, and the queue was the front line. This front line was the queue for being able to play the Game Expos. And there was like one in the back for like casting or whatever, like Hens and Aughts were both here at one point for back here. And then they played on this side one for their little thing, which you could watch. Because on the left, they had a TV, and on the right, they had a TV. These TVs were showing the matches being played. So, I'm mentioning this for obvious reasons. Watching these screens, oh my god. The average Dead by Daylight player. So, because you think, like, when watching a content creator, you're watching a person who plays, like, you know, 1,000 hours, streams every so often, pretty knowledgeable about the game, right? Like, if you watch Odds, he's good. This is watching people who, like, literally never streamed in their lives, and it's like, oh, they're so bad. it was, oh my god. It was so awkward. And I'm like, I don't want to be the asshole who comes in with 10k hours, doesn't hook anybody, slugs, and then complains about the control scheme after winning at 5 gens. Like, I don't want to be that gal. But I thought about it. Does it execution of the dam? That should get approved. They had media there. There was like media teams. For a moment, it joined our way of life. Oh my god, there was a Hall of Fame tweet. So, unsurprisingly, at least to me, this artist by the name of Coco is dating Epi. They're dating. And the tweet's really funny. It's like, do you think she knows I play Bubba in Dead by Daylight? And then it's, I might know, right? In the quote retweets, there is David. It might be on the original. Is it on this one? Where is it? Why'd I think Epi was gay? Hall of Famer, bro. Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer. I've never thought... What a beautiful tweet. Oh, why is my OBS thing on this bugged? Hello? What are we doing? Oh, there we go. Why I think Epi was gay. So good. Anyone had the guts to slug everyone to death? I don't think so. I think everyone who went up kind of had the understanding it's just like a for fun in-person event. I thought about playing Huntress though. I think I'm gonna end it there though. Wearing a gigantic witch hat. I saw someone in a full Michaela cosplay, but I also saw somebody in who had a Lisa hat. Like I think they specifically had this one. They had this headpiece, which I thought was very cute. Is interested in that Terrible Lizards game? No, I didn't try any of them. They had like a corner, but like it was a corner that wasn't really active. But so I complained about it earlier. You weren't here yet. The first floor of the gaming expo. This is for the same reason I didn't try the original prototype of Dead by Daylight. The bottom floor had fog machines going the entire time. And when we first got there, it was like, oh, this is kind of nifty. It's like the fog starting. 5 hours later, the fog is so thick you can't see that far in front. Like, you can see shapes, but you can't make out details because of the fog. It kind of hurts your eyes to walk through. My girlfriend had asthma, so we can't really sit down there for too long. Or at least try not to. And I was like, this is a fire hazard, 100%, because how are you going to see smoke through the fog? So, we kind of hanged around on the second floor with the Gaming Expo and Art Room, and we kind of just tried meeting people. And then we sat in the talk area for a long time. We got there at, like, the music panel, and then we just kind of sat for the entire time, watched the cosplay showcase, which, God, I want them to do another one just for another Dead by Daylight cosplay showcase. That showcase was so good. It was so fun. And yeah, obviously the stream itself, which was cool. They had a lot of stuff to pose for photos. They had like a Krazu statue built. There was a hook and a generator. You could oh, this person was funny. That was unplanned. This is just a random person, I think. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end stream there, though. Did you say you have a girlfriend? Yeah, Scooty Booty, Nat. The closet looked great. I do. I have a photo, actually. They had a physical one and a digital one, and Nat has the digital one, and I got the physical one. We also took a photo with Dork there. Only person I took a photo with besides Nat. That wasn't like a group photo, was with Dork. I took a photo with Indy, actually. I have a picture of us at karaoke because the first song was chosen by DJ Slushy, and it was him making a parody of What Does the Fox Say with What Does the Shape Say, and I wanted to make a joke in the group chat, look at the self-promotion. And then yeah, I took a picture of Dork, and that was it. And then yeah, that's it. I mean, what else? Met Makote. Met the art actor. I met Mr. Pope. There's Polly. Polly was so excited to see Scooty. I want you to know, every content creator I am about to name really loves Scooty. So, Matt Otts, Spookaloops, Tofu, Ralph, Hens, obviously there's the creators inside of the group that we were with, like Pixelbush and ZM Pixie. I drank 2 cups of tea. I have had tea once before in my life, and then I've drank it twice, and I've had tea 3 times in my entire life. 2 of those times have been made by Pixelbush. Being married to Tiffany, I don't know if she cares. And in class, my name is Scooty. No, it's a lot of just, it's Scooty. Alright, let me, first of all, goodbye YouTube chat or any VOD watchers. I hope everyone over there had a good time or enjoyed my little rant about the anniversary. I might turn this into a video. I kind of wanted to.